Welcome to TransMissions, where we talk all Hasbro, Takara, and third-party Transformers. On this episode, the first wave of Transformers Legacy Evolution toys are showing up in stores. If you missed out on the Legacy Combiner Menasor, he might be getting reissued as a full gift set in China. And we get a peek at Magic Square's next set of Legend-scale third-party G1 figures. It's a brutal combination. Today is Wednesday, January 25th, 2023, and this is episode 522 of TransMissions.
Welcome to TransMissions, the podcast that's excited to kick off toy hunting season. I'm your host, Charles, aka Big C, and I'm joined by the excellent TransMissions team. Jeremy, aka Yakko.
Hey, is it Petrobot season?
And Daryl, the Cybertronian Beast.
Hello. Let's talk Transformers.
As always, we start off the show by thanking our Donatreons, those lovely people who support us on Patreon and PayPal. Thank you all so much for your continued support. We really appreciate it. And we couldn't do this show without you. Thank you so much. If you'd like to become a Donatron, just go to transmissionspodcast.com/support, and that's where you can sign up either on Patreon or PayPal. This week, we welcome 2 new Donatrons to the family. Thank you. Thank you to Nathan, who joined as a Talk Back to Us Donatron and signed up for a whole year at once. So Nathan, you're stuck with us. Thank you. Thank you for your trust and support. And
I think the way Nathan sees it is that we're stuck with him.
And we wouldn't want it any other way.
That's right.
And thank you to Clint, aka the Clintro, who is joined as a duly appointed supporter of the TransMissions podcast. And nice. Clint is a returning Donatron. So he was with us for a long time, listened for a long time, and has recently come back to the Discord and is hanging out. Clintro, welcome. It's good to have you back. And we really appreciate you coming back and coming back to the Patreon as well. That's and at a pretty high level. So
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate your support. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Right on, Clintro.
All right. Well, as a Donatron, you do get a lot of perks, including some bonus episodes that we put out. And chief among our bonus shows is Daryl's little side project called We Like Big Bots. And that is available from our Patreon page. There are 9 episodes out right now. So you can go, if you haven't watched any of them yet, you can go binge them real quick. If you have watched them, watch them again. They're fun episodes. Let us know what you think. Leave some comments. Take a look. And there will be more Big Bots episodes coming very soon. There's another one coming next week. So look forward to that. But for right now, there's plenty to watch and enjoy. And if you're just joining the Donatron, like Nathan has just joined and Clint just joined recently, you can go watch all those episodes and check them out.
Mm-hmm.
Also, as always, we do have our Transformers Live Play RPG podcast, Empire of Rust. And this week we have the bonus uncut version of the next episode. This is episode 94, Docking Bay 94. And this is out this week. It should already be available to you as a Donatron. Look on the Patreon page and it is there. The regular version of this episode will not be out until next week. So if you are a Donatron, you get to listen early and get to hear the much fuller episode with lots of stuff that was cut out and left on the cutting room floor. All the jokes, bloopers, whatever, they're still in there for you. So in that bonus Empire of Rust. And that's all our intro stuff. So let's jump right into some toys with quick hits.
All right. Starting off quick hits this week. We have sightings of a new Jaded Toys non-transforming G1 figure. This is their Nemesis Prime, which is their purple and teal and black version of their G1 Optimus Prime. It is die-cast and it's 1 to 24 scale, and it has been spotted at a Target in Hampton, Virginia. So if you're into this, it is probably making its way across North America. So check it out.
Well, up next, we've got the Transformers Legacy Evolution Wave number 4 starting to show up in stores. And we've got Voyager Tarn has been spotted in the UK. And this is a figure I know a lot of people are looking forward to finding. So if you're in the UK, be on the lookout for Tarn. I know he started to show up at some comic book shops in North America here. So if you've got a comic book store that orders Transformers, go and look for them there too. Wave 4 is their deluxes are starting to show up here in Canada, and you can find them at some GameStops. So start looking at those GameStops for deluxe Wave 4, and Wave 1 Voyagers are showing up at US retail as well. So that is the Leo Prime and Tarn. So along with the UK, I guess those two stories should have been next to each other. Just a little edit note there, but yeah. So those have started to show up in Virginia at a Target. So if you are at in Virginia and have a Target near you, then you've probably been able to find these. But start going around to your Targets, because you'll probably start to find the Legacy Evolution figures there. So yeah, very cool. Everything's starting to hit now, and it won't be long until all of Legacy Evolution is on the shelves.
What do you want to bet that Tarn is going to be short stocked?
Well, I pre-ordered one, so I don't care.
Okay.
I got a Hasbro Pulse notification that something was shipping very soon for me. So
I was talking to a Mr. Alex Milne yesterday, and he said that he spotted one at a comic book store and did not buy it because he has 3 pre-ordered for himself. So, which I still think is BS. They should be giving him one, which they said they would, but I don't think they've reached out to him yet. So just, he's buying him his own Tarn figures, but they should still be giving him whatever he wants for this figure. Just a side note, but yeah. Looks like a great figure. I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Well, another figure that is just been announced for pre-orders is Studio Series 97 Air Razor. This is a deluxe Air Razor. So we talked about this figure a few weeks ago. That was leaked, and now it's been officially revealed by Hasbro. So you can go pre-order it at lots of your favorite online toy retailers. I still think the other Rise of the Beast Air Razor that we looked looked better than this one, but this is the Studio Series version. I guess the other one was like just the Rise of the Beast line one. So I'm waiting for that one. But if you want this Air Razor from the Studio Series line, you can pick it up now. I'm wondering actually which figure looks more like the actual version in the movie. So we'll have to wait and see a few months to see.
I do notice this version does not have a Maximal logo, where like in the trailer, you can see she has one like right around here in robot mode. All right. This one is coming to us from the Full Force podcast, which is a G.I. Joe podcast. And apparently, and this is all rumor, take it with a grain of salt, or take it with a grain of salt. But Sergeant Slaughter, during a convention, apparently leaked that there's going to be a Transformers collaborative G.I. Joe Triple T with Sergeant Slaughter pack. So Triple T is the vehicle that he drives. You can see the French version of the box here, and so I would imagine that will transform into some character that we don't know yet. And you'll probably get a new Sergeant Slaughter figure as well. So it'll be interesting. I still wish that they would be moving outside of their own kind of box of toys and get back to doing the crossovers with other properties.
That's true. This makes me very sad.
I saw the Hiss Tank and the Bumblebee at my comic shop the last time I went in, and I don't like the look of either of them.
I teased it in the intro, and so Hasbro China we've got a picture of a exclusive Legacy Menasor / Stunticons gift set. So we don't have much else to go on here, but other than there's a box, and the box seems to contain all of the individual figures. So it's not like there's a special packaging or anything other than this wild box. It does look like it has some kind of like G1, box art inside of it, but other than that, it's just got the original Legacy boxes packaged inside. So obviously a very big box. You'd think for a gift set that they would do, individual or one giant box. But again, this is a limited exclusive thing. It says it's limited to 100 pieces. So and that it comes with this Menasor enamel pin. So that's the piece that looks like the G1 box art on it. But that's very cool. So this is coming out of Hasbro China, and it doesn't appear to have any different paint jobs or anything like that. It's just the Legacy figures repackaged in a giant box with an enamel pin. So very cool if you're looking to just buy everything all at once, and you want to buy something that's limited to 100 pieces.
I think the 100 pieces is just the pin set. I think you can still get, I think they're making more than that for the whole set though.
Oh, I thought the pin set comes in the box, so maybe it doesn't.
It says both the big box and the pin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well,
there you go.
It's interesting.
Now, is it coming to America? That or not America? Okay, I say the West, not just America. Sorry, Daryl.
No, you're not.
Okay, moving on. We've got new toy listings for Transformers Rise of the Beast figures coming out. Nothing really new listed here. I mean, these are all characters we know are in the movie, so it's not anything really exciting. But one thing that sticks out here is Beast Mode Optimus Prime. So not really sure what that is referring to. We know it's not Optimus Primal because Optimus Primal is called Optimus Primal. So they don't confuse Optimus Primal with Beast Mode Optimus Prime. So I'm wondering if that means that somewhere in Rise of the Beasts, Optimus is going to shed his truck mode and take on a new animalistic mode at some point. Maybe. I guess we'll have to see. But that was interesting in these listings here. And then, of course, all the other figures that we know are coming out soon. So as Rise of the Beast gets closer and closer, more of these figures will start dropping.
We have here a new offering from Prime One Studio. This is a Power Master Optimus Prime concept by Josh Nizzi. It's numbered MMTFM 36, and this is a pretty cool looking Power Master Optimus Prime. It's a statue, so it again. I'm stuck with a non-transforming thing to talk about, but
welcome to my world.
Yeah, but it's got LED lights, swappable parts. It's got all the guns that you could ever want. Very impressive. It's 37 inches tall, which, Daryl, that's 95 centimeters.
Oh, you've done the math already?
No, it's in the story.
Oh, okay.
It's got a Cybertonian based
Holy shit, that's huge.
Yeah, and there's also a bonus version that's 39 inches tall or 99 centimeters that adds swappable left and right energon swords. So it comes with everything. Looks like that the other one comes with. Pre-orders will go live on January 19th, and you can order them. I'm guessing at the Prime One Studios site. I'm not sure if it's anywhere else. Let's see. And we had the cost here. It was the regular version is just $4,000. It's not much. And then the bonus version, I mean, just a little bit more, $4,500. So I think that is outside of all of our, collector levels that we're, comfortable spending. But
I mean, it's not for me, but I'm just gonna say it's just too big.
You don't have the space.
I don't have room for it.
Yeah, we can tell.
For
it. We can tell you. Yeah. Yeah. There's just no space there, and those shelves on the left would probably just collapse. Anyway, I mean, if you are into the statue collecting and you are in these Prime One Studios, send us feedback. We would like to talk to you. I don't know if we've met anyone that is kind of in that area, and I'm sure Daryl and Dr. Pants would like to talk to you about We Like Big Buy, because this is a big buy.
It is.
So anyway, it's always cool seeing these designs. I mean, it looks amazing, and it's officially licensed. So
I want to meet the Transformers collector who is into non-transforming statues and has a spare $4,000 or $4,500 to spend on statues. I imagine that Venn diagram is kind of small.
Right.
Yeah, I'd like to. I would be interested to know what their run is on these. Like, it can't be more than 200, 250 pieces.
Oh no, I mean, not. Another thing I noticed that was interesting on here, the copyright thing. It's copyright Hasbro, but it's also copyright Paramount Pictures. So I wonder if this was concept for a movie design that didn't get used or something.
Well, it does say it's inspired by the movie Optimus Prime, so maybe just by that fact, that's enough to have to be licensed by Paramount.
Could be. Anyway, I think that's all the quick hits we had.
All right, let's jump into our main topic.
All right. And then for the main topic this week, we're going to talk about Magic Square. And they came out this week and showed off a bunch of prototype designs that I believe are just still in CG rendering. But these are showing off a new combiner that they are going to be putting out, and they are going to do Bruticus. So we've got pictures of both Brawl and Blastoff here in the first story, and then we've got the second story. We've got pictures of Onslaught, Swindle, and Vortex, all in their CG renders. And these, it's important to remember, these are legend scale figures. It's pretty crazy. I do have the Magic Square Devastator, and it is a phenomenal piece of engineering. It's it's a very different type of well, I mean, it's not different. It's different in the way that a lot of third-party combiners have gone recently, where they're just kind of everything's tabbing into a large piece of a body, and then and where it's very traditional. Actually, it's a much more traditional type of a combiner. So I'm very hopeful that this is what they're going to continue to do with their combiners, and that it kind of looks like that's what they're going to do. So so I'm very much looking forward to this, and likely will be getting this set. We have the third story here. We also do have a picture of the Bruticus in its CG render in its combined form.
Hold on.
And it looks pretty damn good as well. And Jeremy's just got to bring it up here. It's just going to take a second. So there you go. Yeah. So it looks like Brawl will likely be their first figure that they put out because it's the furthest along the design. But I like the way that this Bruticus looks. Very G1 accurate and likely in scale with their Devastator, which is, like I said, I already have that one. So I'd be very interested to keep the size scale going. There you go. Some nice pictures of Brawl. Yeah. Charles, Jeremy, what do you guys think of this? Kind of. It seems almost more of a movement from masterpiece scale to legend scale for the main fandom of third party. And you've also got this the quality seems to have taken a huge step up. Where do you see this stuff? I know you both own some legend scale stuff. Do you find that the fandom seems to be kind of moving in that direction to kind of focusing on legend scale stuff, or do you still see a big push to masterpiece scale?
I feel like
good.
Okay. I feel like the pricing on masterpiece scale figures has gotten out of control, and they're probably starting to see diminished returns on the engineering and everything that goes into a masterpiece scale figure. And where these are much more affordable. I don't know how much this set's going to cost, but usually I think these come in around $70 for one or two, or depending on.
Yeah, I know that the figures for the Devastator were bought in sets of 2, and they were about $120 for a set of 2.
That's not that. So $60 a figure. Roughly.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I think that's more reasonable, especially with the level of engineering you're getting this. If you compare it to like a core class figure from Hasbro, it's not even really comparable. The engineering, and I mean, they're doing roughly masterpiece level engineering shrunk down, and I've always been impressed with this, and just the price seems to be better in terms of reaching a larger market.
Yeah, I mean, I think, I don't know where if this is the third party manufacturers or designers are pushing because they feel like they can get a better return on these figures, or if it's kind of the fandom demand is more focused on scaling down to smaller scale figures and smaller price points. But either way, it does seem like it's a trend that's on the uptick. I mean, in the last couple of months, we've seen a lot of third party legend scaled figures from New Age and Magic Square have been the main two manufacturers that we've talked about on several episodes here, and it seems like that's going to continue. For these particular figures, I like, even though these are great prototypes, you can't see a lot of detail. Looking at the individual figures, you definitely see that G1 aesthetic, and I think they look pretty cool. Like, they do look very very in line with the G1 kind of animation model, style for each of these figures. So it looks pretty interesting. I'm curious to see how the Bruticus combination works. If it is, as you said, Daryl, a more traditional combiner where there's not a lot of parts forming, just the figures come together, and then I guess you have like some accessories for the hands, feet, and chest plate and stuff.
Yeah.
And
so Yeah, so Daryl, you're saying that it doesn't look like they're cheating with this midsection here. That's really Onslaught.
That's, I mean, if the style of their combiner continues like it did with the Devastator, that would be the case. Yes, that center component would actually still be Onslaught. Yes.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would
so if
either
that's
one of you can consider getting one of these combiners, like what, maybe not Bruticus or not Devastator because it's done yet already, but would any of you guys, because I know you are into legend scale stuff, but is there a combiner out there that if one of these companies did do, would you jump on?
If they did a repaint of this to be like the RD 2001 Decepticons,
okay.
Ruinations, that would probably be enough to get me to do it.
Well, they probably will.
I'm sure they will.
I might be in for these. I mean, I like the Combaticons. I kind of got burned out on the Combaticons, just how many versions we got of those over the years. But but I don't actually own a Combaticon set like for any iteration. So
okay.
If these come out looking nice, I might check them out. One set I would be really interested in getting, if would be a Technobots Computron set.
Oh, okay.
I had 3 of the Technobots as a kid, the G1 Technobots, and never completed that set. So my inner 10-year-old has FOMO for the last 30 years. So
do you still have the Technobots, the pieces that you had?
I think I still have Afterburner, and I think I still have Scattershot.
Okay.
So
cool.
And Nose Cone. I think I do still have Nose Cone hanging around. So
everyone had Nose Cone. The thing was a tank. It never broke. Yeah, it was literally a tank.
I think I gave Afterburner and Nose Cone to my kids to play with, but now they've probably given them back since they're older now and they don't play with toys anymore. So yeah.
The Technobots and Computron as a set do not get the love that they should. That is a cool looking combiner, and it has really not gotten any kind of love, in a long time. Yeah, that'd be a cool one too.
The late G1 stuff just never does.
Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, Hasbro did two sets. Hasbro did one, Takara did one, and I think we've got. I think Make Toys did a set, and then we had the one from Generation Toy. I can't remember. It was
Quintron the Make Toys one?
Yeah, that was I think so. And then there was one that the company that did the Bruticus that really didn't look like Bruticus, and they did one too. I can't remember the name of that company, but it really just does. It's a character that really doesn't get much love. So, but yeah, I'm probably in for this Bruticus because it just looks great and they fit so well on a shelf. It's just all these characters they're great. So yeah, very cool. If you're for our listeners out there, are you in for this Bruticus? It's a very cool looking character. Are you in on the legend scale? Have you kind of given up on Masterpiece and kind of gone to the way of the legend scale stuff? What combiner are you looking for them to do? Is it Computron like Charles? Are you hoping for a legend scale Raiden? That would be pretty cool. A bunch of little trains. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Yeah, might get Jeremy to buy another one. Couple trains. But other than that, I think that's probably the end of our little discussion topic here.
All right. And so that's all our toy topics. So let's jump into trips to the store.
The Transmissions podcast will return after these messages.
Okay, and as always, we start off with trips to the store by thanking our sponsor, TeePublic, or I guess partner. We don't they don't sponsor us directly. We have a merch store there. So
Yep.
but if you are looking to get some Transmissions merchandise, particularly shirts, you can go to our TeePublic store. That's at transmissionspodcast.com/shop. I'm wearing my cool Sound Blaster 2022 Transmission shirt. Daryl's Soundwave down there. So
I forgot to throw on my sweatshirt.
But yeah, you can check out all our merchandise there. Of course, you can buy other stuff at TeePublic. There's lots of, they have lots of merchandise, lots of different themes there. But if you go through our store, that gives us a little commission. So don't go to tpublic.com. Go to transmissionspodcast.com/shop and get all your stuff through there and help us out. And we can start off talking about the toys we got this week. And I'm going to throw it over to Jeremy first.
You're on mute.
There we go. I didn't have anything new, so I was digging around some bins of stuff I haven't displayed yet. And I ran across my Collectors Club Pretender set that was the very last vestiges of the Transformers Collectors Club. And, Pretenders are something that just, again, something else that just doesn't get the love, I think. We got those little Headmaster things in the, was it Combiner Wars? Like the
Power of the
Primes. So these are more G1 style. Weren't these like unused molds?
No, the Megatron was the one for like it fits what is the Fortress Maximus's head or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, that fits inside of that one. So that's and then the other one I think was new for that.
The Optimus Prime.
The Optimus Prime.
Yeah,
was
I can tell
was new for BotCon.
Yeah, the plastic in this one seems a little bit softer. They do have some articulation here.
Mm-hmm.
They open up.
Yeah.
So the Megatron figure is this crappy core. Is it? It's not even core class, I don't think. And the head's turned around. There. This crappy little Megatron, the one that was like, it was like repainted the G2 or something, but this is like Megatron 95. I don't know. But it's like, it's got that, I don't know, that weird paint job here. And then it also comes with, I can't remember what this was named, his little Power Master guy that they put with them. But it's, it's for the gimmick. And then the Optimus Prime one I thought was a little bit better. And I don't know where the Megatron card went, but this is the Optimus Prime card that it came with. And you'll see, I'm covering up. It's Optimus Prime and High Q. So the High Q, I thought the paint job is really good.
That's nice. Yeah.
There. So, I mean, really reminiscent of the original High Q, and it's, I think they're the same, or no, they're not the same, but it just, I can't remember what line this was from. It was, I think of the line before Combiner Wars.
I think that was the Thrilling 30 Generations line where they packed in little mini con figures with the.
Yeah.
No, actually, wasn't this from Prime, in Japan, they had those. I don't know. I can't remember. I'm sure someone will correct this. But the Optimus, believe this was an Ironhide originally, or
that was Gears.
Oh, Gears. Okay. And this is a really good figure too. I really think I'm not going to fully transform it, but the paint job they did here and the Optimus Prime head, it's really good job on this. So the Megatron, I don't think I've had this mold before, and just the mold itself isn't the best, and the paint job I wasn't a fan of, but the Optimus I think was really good. So I'm gonna figure out a way to display these, and that is all I got.
All right. Very cool. Okay, so I got some stuff over the holidays. So if you know our friend of the show, Ant from TFU.info, he put out a message on Twitter that there was a big sale at Target right before the Christmas holiday. And one of the things on sale was the Creatures Collide. Big pack.
Oh, cool.
So this was on sale for like 50% off. So at $70, I was going to pass on this. At $35, I could justify that just for my guy Goldbug here. That's the guy. That's the guy.
I was just going to ask you if I could have your Goldbug.
No, that's the one I wanted. Goldbug was the one I wanted. So picked that up, and here he is.
Nice.
There's Goldbug, and looking very dapper in his little gold color scheme. Of course, since Goldbug and Bumblebee are in the War for Cybertron line, they are repaints of Cliffjumper, so they all get Cliffjumper's giant sniper gun with it. So, but it's a cool little gun. It breaks up into 3 little component parts, and you can also turn it into the jet skis. So for that one episode that Cliffjumper was riding on the waves, so you can do that for Bumblebee and Goldbug. So it's cool. The only thing I would change in this Goldbug is to make his head gold as well. I know that's not show or toy accurate, but it is comic accurate for Marvel Comics. So I would have preferred that. But otherwise, it's a great little figure. This Bumblebee mold, or Cliffjumper mold, I should say, is a really nice mold. Transforms well, very well articulated. It is a little bit parts formery with the back that comes off, but you can use it for a shield, whatever. It's a good mold. The vehicle mode is good too. So yeah, I like it.
Nice.
It's cool.
You want to get me one of those?
Well, the sale's over.
Oh.
Yeah. That's the same sale where I got my Tonkatron. Or Tonkanator, whatever.
Sorry, I didn't realize that you were looking for that Goldbug, Daryl. I should have communicated with you back then.
If you just remembered everything I've ever shown off, then you'd know I don't have one.
My bad.
Go back to your notes for when Daryl's showing stuff off.
Yeah. Yep.
That's all I got.
All right. Well, I got a couple things this week. A bunch of pre-orders showed up, so I went and picked them up. I got myself a Transformers Legacy scrap hook. Is this exciting for Charles?
It's me.
Yeah,
it's me.
There he is on the back there. He's all busted up. He's the new weaponizer. So yeah. That's
got mine on pre-order, still waiting for it.
Yep. So yeah. If you hadn't heard, these things are not officially a combiner, but they're a weaponizer, so you can build whatever the hell you want to build. So but yeah, there's going to be a couple more of these guys that are all kind of weaponizer-y gimmicks. So you can build a giant Junkion combiner looking guy.
If you're going to do these, Junkions are the characters to do them with, because just,
course.
it makes sense.
Another one I got, Legacy Needle Nose. This is Legacy Evolution Needle Nose, actually. So I had forgotten that I had pre-ordered this one, but I'm glad I did, because I'm going to be pre-ordering Skyquake, and it looks like they kind of combine somehow. So it's not canon or anything like that. It just looks like the toys combined for whatever reason, and I'm quite interested in that. So I'm glad I got this now. So yeah. And the last one that I needed for my Menasor breakdown. And so I've got all the pieces of Menasor now. I just haven't put them together. And yeah, so he's here. He's the last piece of the puzzle, and I will be putting together Menasor at some point.
That says he's 4 or 5.
It does, and the rest of the 5 are up there. They're all still in their packages. So the only one I opened was the Motor Master, because I wanted to check his quality. So yeah, no, they're good. I'm happy to have them, and yeah, I think I was hoping that one of the 3 that I was buying this week was going to be Tarn, but it's coming too. So hopefully I'll have it soon. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got this week.
All right. And that will do it for our trips to the store this week. So let's move on to convention news.
We now return to the Transmissions podcast.
All right. In convention news this week, just one announcement for TF Nation 2023. James Roberts is going to be there. Writer of Chaos Theory, More Than Meets the Eye, Spotlight, Orion Pax, Trailcutter, Hoist, and of course Lost Light. So be good seeing him after having no comics for a long time from him. So, I'm interested to see what the reports are that he talks about. So
yeah, what have you done for us lately?
He posts on Twitter. There were some kind words from the Comixology staff. Like he posted something about, basically Amazon has just gutted Comixology, fired most of the people. And he basically said how it had a lot of More Than Meets the Eye and Lost Light success came from the digital side from Comixology. And apparently those books were really popular in the offices because a lot of former employees replied to him saying how much they enjoyed it. And since they got the books early, they all kind of went crazy in the office. So
yeah, pour one out for Comixology. Yeah, it's terrible news this week.
I'm a keyboard.
You know what's strange is that my comic book collection is still here. It hasn't changed. It's still sitting here after all the digital comic books have just kind of gone crazy, and my comic book collection is still here.
Apparently my digital collection with Comixology is still there. And if I want to find some random issue, I don't have to go digging through a bunch of boxes.
I know exactly which boxes they're in. They're all labeled and alphabetically ordered.
Daryl, it does help that you live like next door to the biggest comic shop in Canada. But
next door.
I mean, in the same town, in the area.
Okay.
But I mean, I do think Comixology was a big help for, people around the world who do not have access to physical comics or do not, American or UK physical comics and wanted to read those comics and, just having I mean, I still think digital comics are viable in the sense that if you just want to read the stories and want to have access to them, that's a way to do it. I definitely agree that they should not be priced at the same price as physical comics.
Yeah.
They should be significantly cheaper than physical comics because you don't actually have ownership of them. But I still think it's, it's something that's worthwhile for people who want to have access to them. But
It's this is an alt mode discussion, I think, but I'm firmly in the camp that digital comics are destroying the brick and mortar stores, and that.
There's no doubt about that. Yeah, we can have a alt mode conversation about that.
Perhaps we should.
Yeah.
Not this week, though.
Again, perhaps we should again, because we've done it before.
Yeah.
Years ago.
Yep. All right. Well, let's finish up the show with a little bit of feedback. All right. So just one piece of feedback this week for the toy show. We had a message from this is our newest Donatron, Nathan. He left a comment on episode 521 of the YouTube version. So he watched the YouTube video. Thank you, Nathan, for watching the video version. We put a lot of effort into going all video. So we're happy when people check that out. But he says, since last week we did mention a new Soundwave, that was the Flame Toys Soundwave model kit. And Nathan comments, I feel like Charles should be wearing his mask every time we have a Soundwave announcement. What do you think?
I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
We'll take it under consideration.
Daryl outvoted.
Yeah, I know. Nathan, unfortunately, I mean, I don't know how long you have been listening before, but Charles has 97% voting shares. So Jeremy and I we don't get much of a vote.
Yeah. Most of our stock is in the non-voting shares.
Yeah. Yeah, we really didn't do well at the start of this. Chose wrong side.
You missed the IPO. All right, but Nathan, thank you. That is, I mean, I'll make an effort. I'll be a good sport. We can do that. Next time we have some Soundwave news, I'll see if I can.
He definitely needs to bring it to the next TFCon he goes to. Wearing the podcast
cosplay,
shirt.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, that's a given. That's a given.
Enter the cosplay contest. Very low effort cosplay.
Just the head.
Get the glares of all the people that actually put effort into their work.
All right, we'll see. I'm trying not to piss off the cosplay community. So
right.
All right. Well, that's all our feedback this week. So that takes us to the end of the show. So as always, at the end of every episode, we give a shout out to our masterpiece donatrons. These are the people who continue to support Transmissions at our highest level on Patreon. So thank you once again to John 4x11 Good and Demon Tech 82. We really appreciate your continued support, and that's why we give you a shout out in every episode, because you are just that awesome. And don't forget, we are still partnering with our friends at toyhacks.com. So if you have anything you need to buy at toyhacks.com, use our promo code TM1234, and you can save 15% at all your purchases at toyhacks.com. And it helps us out a little bit too. So be sure to use that promo code. Toyhacks.com, TM1234. And that's it for this episode of Transmissions. Thanks, everyone, for watching and listening. And we will see you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Later.
Thank you for listening to this episode of Transmissions. If you'd like to join the conversation, travel to our Discord channel at transmissionspodcast.com/Discord. Want some cool Transmission swag? Feast your eyes on our Transmissions gear at transmissionspodcast.com/shop. If you'd like to support our podcast, go to transmissionspodcast.com/support or tell your friends about our show. We'll see you next time.